Lachey Allen of A Sharp Photo, the one and only plus size certified photographer in the universe. All right, so I have a slight problem, and that slight problem made me think about something that I wanted to share with you. For one thing, I like, I'm not one of those dudes that's like, oh, I don't do this, I don't do that. That's woman's work. I do whatever, right? It's my house. I live here. Whatever I can do to make the whole machine move forward, I do. So I do the cooking. My only thing is I don't know how to do hair. So the hair that I know how to do, I do, because we got 4 girls, right? So just to relegate that all to my wife is insane. That's a lot of work. So if I can help, I do. So like, I do the scut work. Like, I'll take beads off of hair. I only got one kid that still wears beads. I'll put beads on hair. I do know how to lock hair. So one of my daughters has locks. So, I'll retwist or interlock her hair, stuff like that. Wash, shampoo and, condition. I'll do that stuff. So anything in the house that needs to be done, I'll do. And I'm happy to do laundry, but my wife doesn't really like or let me do laundry. So give me a second. I'll break that down to you, tell you why that is. If you're in here, if you come in the room, just say something so I know you're here, so I can say good morning to you. And make sure you like and share this, okay? So my wife doesn't really like me to do laundry because I forget. So what I'll do is I'll put it in the washing machine, and I'll go do a bunch of other things, and then I'll forget that I put the laundry in the washing machine. And then, of course, if you leave it in there long enough, then it starts to smell. I don't know what it is, but it starts to smell bad. And even if you put it in the dryer at that point, it doesn't matter. Or sometimes I will remember to put the laundry, take it out the washer, put it in the dryer, but it like, if you don't, sometimes you got to run it twice, right? We probably need to get the vents and stuff clean, but sometimes you got to run it more than once, and I'll forget to check to see if it's dry, to take it out, and if it needs to be run again, and then boom, same problem. And so in that case, it's in the dryer, so I'm not even worried about it. So I might not get to it till the next day. So then it's no good, So it made me think about how, we'll, as an artist, especially as an artist who's doing business, we'll start a process and then stop in the middle. We'll stop because of life, because we get tired, because we didn't plan and we run out of money, whatever. We stop in the middle, and there's this idea, and I agree, right, that done is better than perfect. Sometimes you just need to start, but we got to get to a point where we see things all of the way through. And even if our timeline is longer than we thought it would be, we got to make the effort, and we got to push it, and we got to see it from start to finish. Because when you don't, just like with my laundry, you end up with a mess in the middle. There are some processes that don't allow you to kind of do it a little bit and then come back to it. Some processes, you got to push that thing all the way through. In some ways, networking and kind of connecting with people and making business happen with people is like that. You have a time frame. You meet somebody, you need to follow up with them, you need to figure out what they need, and you have to move quickly. And it's a block of time. And if you fall out of that block of time, then you have to start over. And here's the part. So with the laundry, right? And it hurts because I'll, start it, I don't get it done. Now my clothing smells. And I've actually tried to just fold it up and put it in my closet, put it in my drawer or whatever. I can't wear that because then I smell like that, So then I got to take all those clothes that I just washed. I use laundry detergent. I use water. I used electricity. I did all of that. It doesn't matter. The solution, I gotta wash the clothes again, or I gotta wear it and smell slightly funky, So you have to be prepared if you don't push the process, whatever your process is for your art, for your business. If you don't push it all the way through, you gotta start over again and do that thing from the top. Because if you just try to push through and say, well, I'm gonna do it anyway, then your presentation is gonna stink. Does that make sense? And it sucks, but you got to really look at and think about the things that you're doing and say, okay, is this something that I can kind of muddle through, or is this something that I got to pedal to the metal and make sure it gets done? Because if it doesn't get done, you end up, like I say, with a mess in the middle, and it's almost worse. So don't be like me. When you do your laundry, when you do your business, push that thing through all the way to the end. Don't stop in the middle. Don't get distracted. You got to make sure that it's all the way finished. That's the only way, And I think that could be a great goal for the year, to finish what you start, and not as a point of, yay, I did it. But if you don't finish what you start, you're going to end up with something that you don't want. And worse, you're going to end up having to start over and use those same resources, use that same time all over again, just because you didn't finish something that you could have finished. All right, y'all have a good day. Eyes up, stay sharp.